Let's face it, guys, nothing is a better feeling than being around a woman that you really love or really care about. I know sometimes we want to be hardcore and masculine, but let's just be honest. Being around a woman that you love or really like is a great feeling. It's a lot to be gained from that, especially when things are going right. But when things are going bad, they fall apart. And sometimes it's nothing that you can do to save the relationship. Some men want to save the relationship with the woman that they've made a mistake on. Maybe it was a domestic issue, maybe you were cheating, maybe you were not doing what you're supposed to do, but the woman is done with you. She wants you out. Get out! And now there you are, sad. You can't eat, you can't sleep. You're walking everywhere and accidentally you're farting out at the grocery store. You're literally down bad, and your ex-girl or ex-wife or whoever the hell she is, she's moved on with her life, and there you are without her. Aww. Athletes go through the same thing, not just you or me. And this actually happened to PJ Washington. PJ Washington was with Brittany Renner. Now, she got a lot of hate for being with a man that was much younger than she was, but it worked out. I mean, for her, he went to the Charlotte Hornets. Now he's an integral part of the Dallas Mavericks, and he has a very promising career. But then Brittany Renner caught him doing this.
What was the last straw for you?
Honestly, the OnlyFans stuff. And he told me he had never purchased anything and wasn't doing this and this, and literally I just gotta tell the truth. I pulled up bank records that he had in the safe that we had, and I saw all these charges, and it was like a 2-year-old lie, and I'm like, you still didn't tell the truth about this?
Right. And this was for OnlyFans?
Yeah, and there's a lot of other stuff too.
Like what?
Like catching him watching porn of someone that I know, Tiana's.
Damn.
Oops. That's the fucking truth.
That's right. She even caught him looking at her other friends who are doing the you-know-what industries. Booty clapping sounds! And all of the trust was gone. It was all bad. PJ Washington had no choice but to move on. And so did Brittany Renner. And again, Brittany Renner's always had a very high confidence about herself.
Place where I've just accepted that my light is so bright that it causes all of the roaches to scatter in places they thought they could hide. It's just me being me. It just causes such an uproar. Loving yourself is such a rebellious act these days, you know? But I'm here to tell you, I am so not sorry.
But as my grandma would always tell me as a young man, time brings about a change. PJ Washington was without Brittany Renner. We saw her crashing out on interviews, acting crazy, getting drunk and hopping on Charleston White, while PJ Washington kept making money and getting better at basketball. They even got to the NBA Finals, I believe it was last year. So hey, he's doing his thing. Brittany Renner had no direction. She went from being a very confident sort of feminist to changing into this.
What made you choose Islam? I didn't. I am a human with very limited power and awareness, but I have learned that God selects who he wills for his mercy. So let's start there, for those of you who don't think I'm qualified, okay? A lot of you claim to know my life story, why I do what I do. Well, then you would know that for quite a while I've been suffering. When did you notice that my smile began to look like a strain? And when you noticed, did you reach out? Okay. I've been in search of the truth my whole life, looking for some sort of guidance.
This is a very big change for a woman who was just booty clapping it up all on Instagram. Well, I'll tell you what happened. PJ Washington moved on and he ended up with Alisa Chanel, which is, she's another, I don't know if she's an IG model, Instagram model, but they got married, I believe, or they're just together. And not only are they on the first kid, they're on their second kid. She's pregnant again. And what is Brittany Renner doing? Well, Brittany Renner is a single mom by herself, now believing in Islam, and to be honest, not doing as well as she used to. Now, money isn't everything, and we understand that. She's definitely on a better path, but she's not progressing like PJ Washington is. And the thing about her and Alisa Chanel is that they have a good relationship. When Brittany Renner posted this picture of her son, you could even see Alisa Chanel saying, "That last picture, oh my God, look at him. Bundle of Brittany, hoping to see you guys soon. Heart, heart, heart." She responds, "Soon." It was even so good, people started commenting like, this level of blended co-parenting needs to be normalized. But the real question is this: did Brittany Renner lose out on the opportunity to stick with PJ Washington? Now, this is interesting, guys, because a lot of times you can make a mistake with the woman that you love, or you can get dumped by a woman that you loved. And what should you do? Well, you need to be the kind of guy that a woman regrets leaving. And I want to give a shout out to a lot of YouTubers covering this topic. I see Ron Wills talked about this 8 months ago, be the man that women regret leaving. But another brother, Big Mike Real Talk TV, talked about this in his own experience.
I'll be honest with y'all. Nothing feels better than coming into contact with somebody who may have done you wrong and you shining, man. Y'all ever had that experience? Like, let's say you broke up with somebody or whatever and you moved on, you in a happy place or whatever now, and you winning, you know what I'm saying? You looking good, you know what I'm saying? You got a good paying job, you know what I'm saying? You got your stuff, you know, sitting pretty good. You might run into an ex, let's say in Walmart or the grocery store, and they not really looking so hot. And you looking like, damn, like maybe I dodged the bullet. And that person may be walking away thinking to themselves, wow, I really dropped the ball on that one. I should have kept that one. Wow.
He also talked about the time where he happened to see his ex at Walmart.
I'm gonna tell y'all a funny story. So I was actually, I believe, in Walmart. I think it was Walmart, if I'm not mistaken. But I seen an ex-girlfriend of mine back in high school. Now, when I dated her, yeah, she was like 5'2", 120 pounds, you know what I'm saying? Coke bottle-like figure, things like that. I seen this woman, I want to say probably 10 years after that, or maybe so, something like that. And I didn't even recognize her. She gained so much weight, I literally did not even recognize her. She had to tell me who she was. Because when I saw her, I'm like, and she's like, "You remember me? It's Ashley." I'm like,
got him! You can see by his facial expression, he couldn't believe how big she got. Now, in the case of Brittany Renner, no, she didn't get big. No, she didn't hit the wall. She's still very beautiful. But her life, it doesn't have a lot of direction. And PJ Washington is looking at her like, woo, I dodged the bullet. It could have been me dealing with her, but at least the chick I got right now, things are much better. And with a lot of ladies that you dealt with in the past, you know, it's not uncommon to see and go back in their life and see what's going on with them and to see that they're not doing very well. You know, when a woman dumps a man or ends a relationship with a man, she's always looking at it from her perspective, like what you didn't do for her, what you didn't do for her. But she never looks at it from the perspective of what didn't she do for you. So while she's looking at your flaws and mistakes, which could be very true, once it comes to you and you fixing your problems with the next person, you're probably more likely to do that. While she is going to the next relationship, basically I would say self-aggrandizing, believing that she's not the problem until she just starts crashing out. And mistake after mistake after mistake could leave her in a very unstable situation. And this is why a lot of times men do a lot better in relationships long-term and find partners than women. There was a story of this brother who lived in a town called Pittsburgh. It's not Pennsylvania, it's in California. It's right by Antioch, outside of Oakland in the Bay Area. He had a beautiful sister that was from Oakland. They was married, and they had a daughter. And things were kind of tight financially. And he was in firefighter academy, and he was, wanted to stay with his wife, and she wanted him to go because she felt that, she deserved better. He was a good husband, and he begged her, like, "Listen, I really want to stay with you. I really want to be with you. Things is hard right now, but they're going to get better." And basically, she let him go. And I believe the reason why she did that is because she had another love interest, a guy that was about 47 or 48 at the time. And he was just a guy that was like a player. So she moved this guy into her home, and this guy became her new man. And, she's posting pictures about the guy on Facebook. And the homie, he was there down bad. He had to move back into his mom's house. But you know what? It didn't take him about a year. He turned everything around. This guy went, worked on himself. He made a lot of money, made a lot of overtime, bought himself a new house. He got married, had another child. And guess who ended up crashing out? His ex-wife. His ex-wife became completely broken. The dude took her for all her money. She was living in the struggle apartment in Oakland. The kid was suffering, and she had that regret every day that she should have stayed with this man. And this is what a lot of you brothers need to really work on. Use this time that you got dumped or, you got roasted to basically, get yourself together for yourself. But then also when you come in contact with somebody in the past, they should regret that they didn't pick you. And this is what you want to do, man. Have some pride about yourself. You won't win them all, but you can win in the end. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, Usher D. Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all you just heard the bell. We're out.